The best news you will ever get is also the easiest lie to sell you. Today, we talk about the moment the thing you've waited for finally arrives and what you owe it. Not gratitude, not celebration, a test. 20 years Penelope kept the house. Her husband sailed for Troy and did not come back. The world told her he was dead. 100 suitors moved into her hall, ate her stores, and pressed her daily to declare the waiting over. Pick one of us. The matter is settled. Let go. She held them off with a loom, weaving a shroud by day, unweaving it by night. 3 years the cloth stayed unfinished because she alone decided when the account would close. Hold that picture. A house full of voices demanding she accept an ending, any ending, and one woman keeping the measure true by hand every night when no one was watching. Then the day comes. A beggar enters the hall. The great bow that no suitor could string is strung. The suitors are dead. The nurse sees the old scar on his leg. The son embraces his father. The whole hall accepts it. Odysseus has returned. The thing Penelope wanted most in the world is standing in front of her. 20 years answered, and the entire room is already celebrating. And she does not run to him. Homer gives her one of the strangest, coldest looking moves in all of literature. She turns to the housekeeper and says, "Move the bed out of the bedchamber. Make it up for him in the hall." The stranger flares. Impossible. No man alive could move that bed. He built it himself, with his own hands, around a living olive tree. The tree is one of its posts. It is rooted in the earth. It cannot leave the room unless someone has cut the root. Only then does she cross the floor and embrace him. Generations have read her caution as coldness. Read it again. Homer made Penelope the equal of Odysseus in exactly one currency, cunning, and the test is where he proves it. She is not doubting her husband. She is being faithful to the truth, with the same discipline that kept the loom honest for 3 years. The thing she wanted most stood in front of her, and the wanting was precisely why she tested it. Because desire is not evidence. Joy is not a verification method. 20 years of hope will vouch for any stranger who looks the part. Notice what kind of test she ran. Not stories. Stories can be rehearsed. Not the scar. A scar can be matched. She tested against a secret with a root in the ground, something only the true party could know. Immovable, cheap to check, impossible to perform. The bed is rooted, the proof is the root. And notice when the test was built, not in the moment, years before. The bed was constructed around the tree at the start when nothing needed proving. That is the discipline underneath the discipline. Enforcement precedes execution. You do not improvise a test on the day the stranger arrives, with your heart already voting. You install the reference in advance, the secret, the benchmark, the immovable check, so that when the moment comes, the question is already waiting, and it costs one sentence to ask. One warning, because there is a counterfeit. A test against what you assume is not a test. If you check the claim against your memory of the reference instead of the reference itself, you will get confirmation every time. Hope with paperwork. Check the root, not your recollection of the root. The reference is only a reference if you walk to it and look. So, the offer that finally comes, the number that finally prints, the stranger at the door carrying exactly what you've waited years to receive. That is the moment of maximum vulnerability, not because good news is rare, but because everything in you stands ready to vouch for it. Run the test then, especially then. The ones who love the truth test the things they love. 20 years she kept the house. One question kept it true. The embrace comes second. This is not commentary. It is category formation.